What's up, team, gang, friends? Vin here. Looks like we're live. I'm live in multiple locations. Multiple's good, right? So I think we're going to get started in a minute or two or three. I'm on the YouTube. I'm on the Facebook. I'm on using StreamYard, and I'm on the TikTok. So I want to say hello to all the folks out there. I want to say what's up. If you're dialing in right now or tuning in, all right, you're here early, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some comments on here. See, like Michelle's on Prepare to Prosper. I got Jimmy the Gent, Jimmy the Miller on. You can see that. I don't know if you can't see it on TikTok, but you can see it over on Facebook. You guys on Facebook or YouTube? I don't know where you all are at right now, but if you just tuning in, if you're watching live, press a 1, drop a 1 in there. If you're watching the replay, drop a 2. I always joke because I'm a child. I can't help it. Drop yourself a deuce. Now, I want to see if comes up live here on YouTube as well. I want to see if people are on there as well. Are you guys watching on YouTube? Is that what you're watching? Where are you? Let me know where you're watching, right? What's up, brother? My man Israel is on the air. Okay, that's all good. I want to say what's up to the folks. All right, they on the air. One watching live. Good to see you guys. Now, let me see. I think this is YouTube. The folks are on YouTube. Let me see if we're live over here on Facebook. All right, the technology. And I'm going to say what's up. I'm not leaving out y'all on TikTok. I say y'all now. For years, I said, "You guys, how you doing? You bastards, what's going on?" But now I say y'all as well. So let's make sure I'm live on Facebook as well. Let me see if I can just go and hit refresh over here. What happens there? Can we do that? Could we do that? As well. So, that's right on there. Let me lower that. I feel like a radio DJ going back and forth all over the place. What's up? All right, Tommy LaBarbera, retired MOS on the air, my brother. You'll notice, I mean, we have some police officers, firefighters, all different types of friends I have over the years. And I speak fluent radio, right, Tommy? We were on the job for many, many years together. And so let me go here. I just want to make sure I'm live. Oh, so you see me on Facebook. That's good. I got that. All right. Red Direct, 10-4. All right. So let's get into it. So what I'm going to do tonight, I was going to do like slideshow, but I don't want to leave out the folks on TikTok. By the way, if you're on TikTok, go to the Inklay at the Optay. You got to speak these things because everyone's listening to us these days. We have the ALEXA behind me listening, and that's just the world we live in, right? So I want to welcome everyone that's on live. I want to speak about the, make between $300 and $900 a day phenomenon, what's happening right now at a time in the world when the world's gone pretty much nuts, right? Could we agree on that? There's a lot of turmoil, a lot of movement in the world of business and just in the world economies. And people are looking for answers. So I'll just give you a quick rundown of my past. Some folks know me, some folks don't. A lot of folks on TikTok don't. A lot of folks on YouTube don't. Some on Facebook do, right? So it starts way back in 1970. By the way, we're only going to be 3 hours tonight. Just I want to let you guys know, right? And feel free to tune in and drop some comments in there. If you drop some comments like you're watching live, well, let me know where you're tuning in from. I'll throw it up there on the top here, right? I have we have Billy Baru. I call him Billy Baru. I had to explain to him it's from the movie Caddyshack. All right. Now he knows Billy Baru's on the air. Ed Russo, the Ruse is OTA on the air as well. My brother, Eddie, big Ed Russo, big, large mammal you are. Big man. All right. Good man. Good friend. So as hard as big as he is. Good friend. So, all right. So just real quick, how I got here and what I want to share with all y'all is I was brought up, go to school, get safe, secure job with pension and benefits. It's what I did. I went and I took the police test, the sanitation, the fire department, corrections officer, court officer, all the tests. Matter of fact, my son took the fire department written today, which is, I was just very proud of him for doing that. And I did that. I did another TikTok videos. I did all that. I took all the tests. My parents knew at some point, this kid is not going to be a doctor or an engineer. He better do something. So I did the safe, secure job with pension and benefits, did about 20 years there. I was W-2'd for about 25 years, actually maybe more than 25 years. I W-2'd where I got paid last. When you're W-2'd, that's just how it goes. I was very happy. New York City police officer for 11 years, New York City firefighter for 10 years. Wife and I got married. A couple of years later, we started having babies. Like Jen was she was constantly pregnant, just constantly. And so we went and we bought a house, but we didn't buy the house. What we did was we acquired a mortgage. And by the way, when I speak to you about this like this, over the years, I read a lot of books on this because we were always very happy. When we got our first house, I got a mortgage, a second mortgage. and 2 car payments. We're very happy, but I was like stressed out a little bit. I'm saying, wow, all the money I work for every single month is going towards these things. Then I got these little plastic loan sharks. What do they call credit cards? I got the credit cards. We started charging things going to Disney. And anyway, that's what happened. We were in the rat race, the kids' birthdays, the vacations, all the different things, food, clothing, shelter. I was working 2 full-time jobs actually in the fire department, also in the mortgage business, got in the mortgage business in 2004. Did all these things. My wife's working full-time. We were very, very happy people, but we were in the rat race. And I wanted to figure out a way to make more money. That's why I got into the mortgage business. And I was approached by a friend of mine, another firefighter, and he invited me to this thing that would turn out to be a multi-level marketing, network marketing business. And I want to make sure that folks know that this is not like the things that got my attention about what I'm going to share with you tonight is that it's not an MLM. I have nothing against multi-level marketing. I happen to like it. I actually have 2 businesses in that space. But what I'm going to share with you tonight is not multi-level marketing where there's team building and recruiting and inboxing your friends and family about products that could be great products, but it's just not that. That's one of the things that got my attention because it's not something I was looking for, right? You know, and I'm not going to say to be negative about that, but a lot of times in that industry, it's like, you know, stepping over dollars to pick up dimes, right? And so I wasn't interested in that at this point in my life. I'll be 54. I'm not going to be 94, but I'm not going to be 34 either. So I was looking for something that, and the things that got my attention was that it's not MLM, was that it's 100% daily profits. Now I do show other slideshows that show the amount of money that I saw people making was significant, anywhere from $300 to $900 a day. Fully automated. These things got my attention. Now, we're also watching up here on TikTok. And, you know, if you're looking at, we know this. We know what's happened. As crazy as the world is, we know that there are people that are building businesses using TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I was just like, how do I do that, right? How do I get that done? So I was always interested in finding more about that. So I saw something about this. It got my attention that it wasn't MLM. It was 100% daily profits, anywhere from $300 to $900 daily. I mean, that's a lot of money, right? But for me, it is, right? I'm a regular person. $300 a day is $15,000 a month. $900 a day is $30,000 a month, right? And then I saw some other folks making like $2,700 a day. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now, these aren't crazy numbers because we see what's happening in the world, right? And so the next thing that got my attention was it's a 2-hour workday. So I just didn't want to be bogged down and over busy. So there's a 2-hour workday with this program. By the way, if you want to learn more about this, if you're on YouTube, if you want to watch this live, you can go to if you're on TikTok, go to the top, you can click the YouTube. I have a lot of long form videos that I've done on this, and I'm putting more content on the YouTube page. Right now, if you're my friends on Facebook, go to that page, do me a solid, click a like and subscribe if you're into that stuff, right? If you're interested in this information, because I'm looking to get over 1,000 followers so I can start monetizing YouTube. The system that I'm talking about teaches us how to monetize YouTube. Another thing I became interested in, because that's residual, passive income. It's like that pension money, that type of money that comes in, mailbox money every single month. Very interesting to me. So the other thing that got my attention was that the type of income being made. So the 4 things that got my attention was it's not an MLM, 100% daily profits, there's big money being made, and there's a 2-hour workday. So those things got my attention, and that's why I wanted to get started. Now, I do want to say this because a lot of my friends are like, firemen and cops, and I have a lot of friends in the network marketing industry. I've been in that industry for many years. I've done very well in the industry, thankfully, because I was coachable and had some good mentorship. But again, like I said, I didn't want to get back in that industry. But a lot of people think that they're not salesy. They don't want to be salesmen. They don't want to sell things. I just want to throw something up here and really kind of think about this, right? Now, if you live in a home or an apartment, you already are in business when you think about it, right? If you live in a house, you have a mortgage. Even if you have your house outright, you're paying taxes, you're paying insurance. You got a phone bill, gas bill, electric bill, the internet, phone, all these things. So you're in business. It's just a matter of, is your home profitable or not, right? Do you have something coming in addition to what you're currently doing to offset the onslaught of the economy? I mean, what's going on in the economy right now is unprecedented. No one's telling me, hey, I just went to Costco. I can't believe how much money I saved. Well, the price of food is really dropping, isn't it? People are saying, like, what the hell's going on? The rate of income is not sustaining itself at the same rate. I mean, I come from the working class and the middle class, right? I have some very good friends that are upper middle class. It may not be affecting them as well, but you know, it is affecting a lot of people. They eat too, right? So the reality is it's a conversation that's happening. And I was looking to build something online, use this internet that I'm on anyway. And I wanted to do that. And I wanted to use this internet to build something that I can, again, the 2-hour workday that I can create an additional full-time income. Now, if you're watching this, if you're watching on TikTok, I threw up some reels there. On YouTube, I put some videos up. Facebook, I put some posts up about the $900 a day platform. So I want to talk to you for a second about who this is really for. Like, this is really for anyone. When you think about it, it's like, do any of the things I just said make sense? Like I said earlier in this video, I'll be 54 this year. I'm not going to be 94, 84, but I do have a lot of years, right? I'm not going to be 24. So like the baby boom generation is saying, like, when am I going to retire? I have a lot of friends that are baby boomers. They're saying it's not the way it was. They had a different plan. Like the plan they had 30, 40 years ago isn't coming to fruition, right? So they're saying, I've got to do something else. What I like so much about this program is that we have grandmothers doing it, grandfathers doing it, baby boomers. You don't have to be techie to do that. Now, I'm not saying that to sell people on it and say, oh, you should do this. You could do it too. If you're a driven person, you want to learn something new, that's what gets me excited, is that we're learning something new. I'm going to go to the comments real quick and throw up some comments. If you want to add something, if you want to add maybe some successes you've had, some things that you've said that you've seen with this program, right? What is this? What is Maddie said something too? I have Maddie on. I have Eddie on. I have Michelle, Jimmy the Gent, Israel's on. I have a lot of friends that are participating in this business model as well. And maybe if you want to share what you like about this, I'll put it up on the screen. So now you look at the Generation X, Gen X. I'm part of Gen X, which, by the way, sorry, we are the coolest generation. I think we're the coolest. We had the best. The chicks had the best hair, and we had the best music. But it is what it is. I'm Generation X. But Generation X is following the baby boomers and saying, you know, that plan that I followed from the baby boomers, that's not working as well as we thought it would work, right? And this is what's happening. Now, Generation X is really lighting the candles at both ends, right? The aging parents, growing kids, you know, people have student loan debt, mortgage debt, credit card debt, all these liabilities, car debt, and they're saying, you know, I can't make an extra making an extra $500 a month isn't cutting it. Like, a lot of people get into a home-based business to make an extra $500 a month, right? But $500 a month doesn't buy $400 a month. If you make an extra $500 a month, it just kind of gets commingled, right? And so it doesn't really make the dent. And I was speaking to my buddy Eddie about this earlier, right? And so, you know, people are looking to make full-time income on the side, but they don't have the time, right? That's the thing. That's the rub. Like me growing up as a New York City cop, as a New York City firefighter, I would work 40 hours a week. That's what I would do. You know, you work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours. If you got overtime, let's just say I worked 50 hours a week, I would get 40 hours overtime a month. Now, we were seduced into believing that we were getting over in the system somehow. We would say, oh, we're killing them in overtime. I would say that. And even back then, I'm saying I'm killing them in overtime, but I'm working 5 weeks a month. I was just always more interested in my time freedom, right? So, you know, and we speak a lot about with this particular business, a lot about like the money, right? The 300, the 900. I got friends that are making, you know, there are some friends, by the way, if you go to systemdrivenblueprint.com, or you're not a part of this, right? You wouldn't believe the amount of people. There are thousands of people making full-time income. This is like the opposite of network marketing. Usually in network marketing, if you follow a system, most people don't have success, right? It's an exception to the rule. If someone in like an MLM has success, if you want to make $10,000 a month in that industry, you've got to have like 1,000 or so people under you to make that kind of money. I'm not knocking it. It's a leverage-based business. It's a great model. But in this model, apparently, it's an exception to the rule if people don't have success. So that, you know, the monetarily, you know, I've never seen anything where people are asking me. It's funny because I have, by the way, I have TikTok up there, and my friends on Facebook know this, and they say don't mix politics and business. But someone up there is asking me, Trump or Biden, and that's like the silly. Is that a real question? Anyway, so it's funny because you get some lunatics over there on TikTok, but it is what it is. It's just, I mean, are you putting me on with that? So, and that's another thing too. Like I did a reel earlier, and I'm going to put it up on TikTok, and I'm going to put it up on Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to, repurpose it because I'm learning how to do this stuff. And I said something along the lines of, you don't mix politics with business. But that's the whole reason for this. Like, you see what's going, you can't vote your way out of anything, right? I mean, if you can't vote your way to success, right? No matter what. So you've got to take responsibility and, participate in something, right? I tell my kids too, you want to get the job with benefits, but you want to learn how to create income using the internet, all right? Now, this program, systemdrivenblueprint.com, and I'm going to be speaking a lot more about this, daily about this, because I've been around the industry of marketing a lot of years, right? I just have been. It's what I was really interested in when I got started 17 years ago. And the reason I was so interested in it is because I wanted to create something of value to build a financial fortress around my family. It's all about the family. It's it. Period. End of story. And I saw a leverage-based business. So I've read a lot of books about marketing and gone to events and podcasts and things like that about business and leverage and marketing and all these different things. So I've been able to discriminate and differentiate between a lot of different programs. What I see with this program is unlike anything I've ever seen. Now, I bought a lot of courses before. I bought courses, some courses for $5,000, some with $2,000. The difference between this, systemdrivenblueprint.com, and a course is that usually if I bought like a course on something, I would get stuck and then I wouldn't have anyone to call. That would be it. You just get stuck and that's it. One of the main differences about this is it's like basically entrepreneur school. And, the amount of support and the amount of ongoing training, as a matter of fact, there's a live training going on right now. I just realized. And they have TikTok trainings. Like if you want to really learn how to build and monetize a business. Now, this is for anyone. I mean, is it MRR? Do I resell the rights? Do I have master resell rights of this program? Absolutely. Because there are basically three types of people. If you're looking to make money on the internet, you've got to figure out a way to sell something, right? And we're all in business. Now, if you're posting about, if you're posting about Trump, if you're posting about your favorite baseball team, if you're posting about anything, you are actually in sales, no matter what. If you're putting anything out on the internet, you're in sales. If you're scrolling, if you're participating online, you're basically involved in business. Like I said earlier, if you own a home, in a home, you're involved in that home-based business. It's just a matter of is it profitable or not. So I think now's a time more so than ever that people got to put their business caps on, right? And develop that business from home. But how do you do it? Like I can show you how to, you can create a funnel, but how do you market? What this system is put together, I was going to do a whole screen share and everything, but it's if you saw what I see right now, I have a screen there, a screen here, one here, one here. It's a little bit monotonous for me. So if you want long form video when I do screen shares, just go to YouTube and I'll have a lot of that stuff there. I'll also have a video series that breaks this down for the people that have never participated in a business, an online business, because people want to know, what do I do? What am I selling? You got to sell something on the internet, obviously. Now you're buying things on the internet. So, if you're selling t-shirts, if you're selling real estate, mortgage, finance, fitness, if you're selling a course, if you're selling cups, no matter what it is, if you're selling wellness, like I have two network marketing businesses that I participate in, and one is in the precious metal space. So I sell silver or refer silver at cost metals, and also a wellness membership that I have. So if you're selling wellness, if you're selling precious metals, if you're selling travel, there's all different things that you want to sell on the internet. The reason I'm participating with the master resale rights is because the profit margins are so enormous and the value far surpasses the cost. And that is the thing that has people blown away right now. When you speak about network marketing, right? I believe, because I've been quote unquote an upline. I am an upline, and I've made Facebook groups and Zooms and done the meetings, and I've done all those things and created systems for the teams. This system is actually made upline leadership obsolete, because you can't possibly, if you're one person, you cannot possibly put together the training in the school that is inside of this system-driven blueprint. So the 2-hour workday consists of making 3 pieces of content, which the system teaches you how to do, right? They teach you how to start a YouTube channel, how to start a TikTok channel, Instagram, Facebook, how to start pages, how to make content, how to edit content, how to use Canva, all these different things. I mean, it's impossible to be one person and teach this. It's literally impossible to learn something, apply it, get success, and simultaneously teach it. I'm telling you, so you must have something in place that everyone, an entire organization, entire team is able to watch simultaneously. So if you're a person that's looking to learn something that you can apply, like a lot of people go back to school to become nurses, to get a law degree, or for whatever reason, then people go back to school. That's in essence what this is. The cost for this compared to going back to school, like a college and ongoing time, if I was to, and this isn't to knock, let's just say becoming a nurse. I'm just going to do it as an example, like for myself. For me personally, to go and get a job, another job, I'm already retired. For me to do that, even at $50 an hour, after tax, if it's W-2, that'd be like $1,400 a week, which is good money, but I'd be out of the house 40, 50 hours a week. It doesn't make sense for me at this point in my life to do that. That type of money isn't enough money to warrant me leaving my family for that amount of time, right? The older you get, the more important, the more precious time becomes. I'd rather make half of that in a 2-hour workday from my house, right? Does that make sense? Even if I sold one program for at $900 a program once a week, that's $46,000 a year. 2 a week is $100,000 a year. 1 a day is $328,000. So far in the less than a month, I've averaged just about $900 a day. Now, we're not doing anything special. All we're doing is following a blueprint. Literally, this is literally a blueprint. They teach you how to do 3 pieces of content. Here's an example. My friend Tina, I don't know if she's on right now, but great woman, really cool woman, like really good people, an authentic, quality, world-class individual, right? She's never done a Facebook Live or a TikTok or anything. She goes to TikTok, she sets up an account, she's following the system exactly. One of her videos gets like 6,000 or 7,000 views. She got 2,500 followers like that. Now she can go live. So that's like a major win, right? Are there people making $100,000 a month? Yes, there are. All you've got to do is go into the community and see this. All right. Once you go into the community and see this is why I'm doing lives on this. This is why I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook right now. I'm doing recordings. This is why am I, becoming obsessed with this? Yes, and there's a couple of reasons why. The first reason is other people are winning. Like I have a friend, Michelle, that's on right now. I think she did like $7,000 the first week. My friend Maddie's on right now. I think he did like $40,000 or $50,000 since April 1st. If you guys want to throw the number that you made up on the screen, I'll share it with others, right? And so like I saw my friend Matt, who's on, I think he was on before. I don't know if he's on right now. He made $900 in a day. I'm like, oh, that's great. Awesome. I said, awesome. Give him props. A couple of days later, he made another $900. I said, awesome. That's great, bro. And I thought he was selling software, and I saw something that showed that he's getting paid direct, like to his Stripe account. So it got my attention a little bit. Got my attention, period. Then like the next week he did it. He made $1,800 in a day, then $900 in a day, and then like $2,700. And I went from following him to stalking him. Now I'm like getting up and I'm going online. I'm like, what's he doing today? What's he doing today? And I followed him all through a month, and he had made $17,000 his first month. And his first month was $17,000. See, and here's Michelle's. I posted her up here now too. She made $7,900. Wow, I didn't know that. That's great. $7,900 my first 2 weeks. Right? That's great, Michelle. Congratulations. And like, that's one of the reasons I become obsessed with this is like when people get started, they're having success. I'm not looking at all. Again, I don't know why I have to say this disclaimer, but every time I mention like network marketing, when someone gets started in that business, you really got to work hard to help them build an organization. And it's worth it when it works. It really is. But with this, it's like, if one sells $900 and you make one a week, right? That's because it's in such high demand right now. When you think about what's going on in the world right now, who's looking to make an extra $900 a week, $1,800 a week, $900 a day? I mean, every hand goes up. And it's been proven that anyone can do this because people, again, are doing it. Like there's thousands of people, and I have other videos. I didn't do it tonight because it was the whole thing with the screen share. I'm using StreamYard right now. So it was a little bit iffy. If I was using Zoom, I can, I know my way around there a lot easier than this software I'm using. And again, this is new. So I'm able to learn something new. Like learning something new is how you become more valuable in the market. It's about how much value do you bring to the market, no matter what it is. Like if you're in real estate, in mortgage, in finance, in any business, like let's just say real estate and mortgage right now for a second. If you're in those industries right now, I was in the mortgage industry, so I get it. I know, the rates right now are 7%, 8%. So the refi market is really not there. Let's just call it what it is. It is what it is. There's not as many refi applications as there was. Houses aren't selling like they were 3 years ago. It's an up and down market. It is what it is. That's the market, right? Sometimes it's like you're printing money. Sometimes it's feast or famine, right? And we know that. But even so a business like this is perfect for them because they want to learn how to market and be more proficient at marketing, right? This way, when rates do come down and the business is ready to roll again, who are people going to list with? Who are people going to do their financing with? The people that are in front of them, right? The people that they see all the time, the people that they see and notice that are competent in what they're doing. So this is an industry. This system is really for anyone, teaching anyone to do digital marketing, right? And so many people are learning more about this. You're really glad you caught this, right? So Lee's on right now. I'm going to tell you something, Lee, right? Because I was in the energy business for years, right? And as a matter of fact, I had 60,000 customers in an energy business years ago. And this is another thing. It's not like to knock network marketing, but it's a reality and a fact. When you build a business for a network marketing company, you don't own that business. The company owns the business and they pay you a percentage of what you build for them. If your company has a funnel, like we call it, a network marketing company has a funnel, a landing page, right? They own the leads. There are companies out there, like there's a company that I'm part of. It's a membership company, right? It's a membership model. That company, when it comes down to it, they are using affiliates to generate leads. And it's all about lead generation and conversion. When it comes down to business, it's all about numbers, right? Lead generation and conversion. So if you don't have, there's really only a few ways to get attention. It's, the cold reach out, the warm reach out, one-to-one, one-to-many, affiliate marketing, or paid ads, organic ads or paid ads, one of those, right? It's just, like right now, this is organic right now. This is an organic reach. It's a warm and a cold reach out. It's actually not a reach out. This is content creation right now. So, there's only a finite amount of people that I can attract here. This is why I'm on multiple platforms. I'm learning this, right? I'm learning this right now. I have YouTube over here. I'm pointing. I have you right now. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Okay, simultaneously, so we can reach more people. Let me look on TikTok right now. Let me see how many people are on. I can't really tell on TikTok how many people are on, but what I like about TikTok is it's extraordinary too when you think about it. If you're on TikTok, you know this. I mean, who doesn't know this? Everyone knows this right now. Everyone knows. Is one of my sons home? Hey, come on in, pal. Everyone knows that has changed the game. TikTok, right? So to not be interested in finding out more about that, like how can that increase eyeballs on your business? Now, if you don't have a business, how do you start one? This system-driven blueprint gives people a step-by-step process, paint by the numbers, on how to start your own business. You can apply this to a business that you have. Again, like Lee's selling energy, right? If you're selling energy, electricity, if you're selling solar, if you're selling real estate, mortgage, finance, fitness, if you're in brick and mortar, how do you get more eyeballs? If you're selling a course, see, you could either sell something that you have or create something to sell. And me personally, I don't really have anything to sell besides a couple of products from a network marketing company. For me, selling this system in itself, the master resale rights, when you can you make either like $300, $600, $900 a day, $1,800 a day. I made $900 earlier today. Like $2,700 over the weekend. It's like, this is all automated. Like automation is to your time what compounding interest is to your money. And the older you get, I've been looking to do this. What I've learned with this system-driven blueprint, I've been trying to put this together for like 2.5, 3 years. Put together a landing page, a thank you page, a sales page, going to my own Stripe account, getting paid direct with emails built in. And for me, it was like almost impossible. With this system, I was able to do it in like 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? So like that, and that's only like 5% of the value. So it puts together an entire system. It's like having plumbing in a house before you put the walls up. A lot of times people want to start a business, right? But they don't know where to start. This gives you a blueprint on how exactly. So now when you have that mechanism up and running, how do you market it? Right? Because you could have the greatest landing page and email sequence and all that stuff, funnels and websites. You might have the greatest website ever. But if no one knows where it is or knows how to get it, it's useless, right? So how do you get more traffic, more eyeballs, more awareness to your brand? How do you build your own brand? Again, if you've ever built a business in the direct selling industry, you built this big business, the company goes out of business. The company goes out of momentum. The company changes the comp plan. You're left hanging. It's not your business. I love when people, because I've said it myself about a networking company. Oh, my company this or my company that. You come to find out it's not your company. So I've been at a point in my life where I'm saying, I'd like to, I think I'll put this up here. I'd like to build something, right, of my own, right? So let me see here. I think this says here, build your own business, your own brand. We're all a brand. No matter what, we all have our own fingerprint. We all have our own thing, right? And so this is something that's got, like, talk about education. The education that's built in is assisting people on becoming the best version of themselves in a smallest amount of time of the day, right? And to me, that's been incredible to see and to learn. And like I said, only 5% or 10% of this entire course is setting up your system. After that, it's ongoing training. So this, like I said earlier, I think Israel said it too, that this is completely eliminated any type of upline. Like you don't need an upline leader ever again. Like, again, because I've always, like I said before, I've always been like an upline and a leader and all that stuff, right? But it's like almost impossible to do. Meaning, what am I going to go learn everything, apply it, teach it, and then like people aren't that stupid. Why don't you learn at the same time as I'm learning? You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you think about it, the arrogance that someone has, because there's people that throw shade towards this opportunity, towards this business model, right? They're throwing shade at it, saying, well, people are making $900 a day and, you know, they should stick with their network marketing company. It's like, dude, listen, how arrogant does a person have to be to believe that they know so much, that they're the all exalted one, that they're responsible to assist an entire organization, right? So why not have people learn at the same time? What I'm building, and just so you know, my team, my friends notice, my team, it's not my team, our team knows this. We're building a team of proficient marketers, of business professionals, people that learn, apply, teach, people that are becoming better and more proficient and efficient in the world we live in today, right? And if people are saying, well, I'm not a techie and I'm not this, that's like saying, I want to be an electrician, but I'm not interested in using any new tools or anything new. The good thing about this is you really don't have to be a techie. You just have to be your authentic self. If you're not your authentic self, people will be like, okay, it's full of crap anyway. You've got to be your own self, right? No matter in anything that you're going to do. And, you know, so there's three, and then I'm going to end with this. And you guys, if you want more information, listen, go to systemdrivenblueprint.com. I'm going to probably do more Zooms so I can do the slideshow and everything. Go to my YouTube channel. I have a lot of content there, long form content. If you're on my Facebook page, just go up to the top where it says systemdrivenblueprint.com, click the button, put your email in there. There's a video that you see in a thank you page, but I've also have a lot of videos because there are people that are like the layman, meaning they're not, they don't really understand online marketing and things like that, but they want to learn because they want to make 900 a day. I spoke to a friend of mine. He's like, listen, and he's a couple years older than me. He's like, I need a 2-hour workday. There's too much going on in my life that I can't even, he doesn't have time to do anything else. Like a lot of people are strapped by time. There's only a certain amount of hours in a day that you can trade for money, particularly if you're W-2'd. Like I was a W-2 employee for a quarter of a century. You got that, 25 years W-2'd. And I remember if I did like too much overtime, I'd look at my paycheck and I'd be like, wow, they took out more in taxes than I got paid. So it's like you're the last one to get paid. But society's teaching everyone, has taught people are waking up to this, that, you know, sales are bad or pursuing your dreams are bad. Or, you know, but they don't talk about money, but yet they want you to borrow money to go to college. But they want people to get into financial bondage. This system is all about, like, if you make chunks of money online, you could pay off credit cards. You could pay off student loans. If you're making a few bucks, it gets commingled. You'll never get out of debt, right? If you have debt, if you have credit card debt, mortgage debt, any type of liability debt that when you run your credit report, it shows up, that's called liabilities. If you have any liabilities, getting out of bad debt is a very difficult thing for people to do. It's just designed that way. It's designed that way. And, you know, not to go down the rabbit hole, but if you look at like who created the education system, who's behind it? And you think of it, it's the lending institutions, the loan sharks of the world. And they want to keep people in bondage because that's how they make money. Just like Big Pharma wants to keep people sick because that's how they make money, right? It's like, get yourself out of the financial matrix. The only way for people to really do it is to make a full-time income in addition to what they're currently doing on the side. What I love too about this program is you can make real financial goals, real financial, like, you could say to yourself, all right, if you got to make, let's just say $40,000 this calendar year, right? Just throw that number out. You need to make 40 grand. It would be nice to make 40 grand for something specific, right? Not 40 grand because I want to go, be specific about it. You want to make $40,000. All you've got to do is divide 40 by 900. Between 3 to 900, average that, and use third grade math, and you could see exactly. And the blueprint shows you this. It's a blueprint for a reason. The reason it's called a blueprint, you can't build a house without a blueprint. You can't do anything without a blueprint. You can't wing it. This is why when you have a system in place, you have a predictable outcome. When you follow the step-by-step system that's in place, this is why people are having great success. This is a global opportunity. People in South Africa, people all over the world that are crushing this business. In England, there's only 20,000 people, right? Last month, there was 16,000 members in this entire organization. 20,000 people in this organization. And when you think about, how many people are in your hometown? I'm sure there's more than 20,000 there. You can look up the top 10, most populated places in Alabama, and the number 10 is at 70,000. So this hasn't scratched the scratch. Everyone's looking for this because it's education. Having a master resale rights is a brilliant business model because it's incentivizing people to share it. Like, I have master resale rights of everything I own. These glasses I can resell. I can resell this cup. I can resell anything that I own. The problem is it's not digital, right? When you have something that's digital, if you're going to sell something, you sell something digital, the end user gets it immediately. If you're selling a product that's physical, there's shipping, there's handling, there's maybe customer service. The margins are a lot smaller. There's manufacturing costs, shipping costs, all of those different things, right? If you're selling something that has very low margins, like I know Lee's in the energy business. When I was in the energy business, I would acquire a customer and I'd get paid 50 cents a month on a customer. I needed to build an enormous organization with leverage in the networking to have thousands and thousands of customers. And it was a great business that you get paid residual, but there's an opportunity of a lifetime, and every opportunity has a lifetime. Back in the day, that was a great business, the energy business. Now it's taboo. Getting involved with someone's energy bills and all that, and then rates go up and all that. Who the hell wants to get involved with that stuff, right? So it's the same thing in the wellness space. You're competing with Jeff Bezos. You might want to compete with him at certain things, but not e-commerce. So if you're involved with an e-commerce store, a Shopify store, an Amazon site, all of those different things, you need eyeballs to that no matter what. You've got to learn marketing. I was speaking to a friend of mine. He sells noni juice, right? He's big in that. He sells it to horses. And I said, it's people that own horses, not actual horses. I said, that's a great niche. You should niche down. He goes, my problem is the marketing. I don't know how to get in front of people. I said, well, that's what we're talking about here. It's like learning from people that are making it happen. We can show you case after case after case. There's thousands. All right. I have other videos on this that'll show you thousands of people literally in this space that are making full-time income. Who's made $300,000 in 10 months? Who made $75,000 last month? Who made $20,000 their first month? $10,000, $5,000? Who didn't get a sale for 3 months and is now? There's a guy that didn't make a sale in this space for 3.5 months, and he's on pace to make $640,000 this year by November 1st. All Saints Day, my father's birthday, right? And so it's like, staying consistent like anything else. You do push-ups. It works. What's great about this is that, again, the 2-hour workday. 2-hour workday consists of 3 pieces of content. I didn't even get into half of this, right? They show you how to place free ads on high traffic websites. They give you the videos to download, show you how to upload it onto your own YouTube channel, show you how to monetize your own YouTube channel so you can get paid residual income. You could do this with any business, no matter what business you're in. If you're in direct selling and you have let's just say there's the $9.95 membership model that's out there right now. And if that's growing more so overseas, if you have a business that's growing in India or something, you can place free ads. They show you how to do this. They give you the copy, they give you the videos, they show you how to create the YouTube channel, and you can place ads with your company, whatever you're selling, in those areas. But you probably wouldn't know how to do that if someone's not teaching you how to do that. If you've ever tried to learn something from YouTube, it's like almost impossible Think about it. I go to YouTube to learn something. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh yeah, UFC's greatest knockouts, and I'm like watching something else, right? It's almost impossible to stay plugged in. Again, like I said earlier, and if you buy a course, how are you going to buy a course? And when you get stuck, now you're stuck. I've done this before, time and time again, where you buy a course, you get stuck. Having this community in place is having support. If you've ever tried to, call support for anything, we've all done it, right? Let me go to comments here. We've all done it, right? Let me get some people up here. We have Big Ed Russo. Big Ed says, I can't believe how strong and supportive the community is with this business. Excellent, Big Ed. Jimmy the Gent is on the air. He says the product is its own upline. Mind blown. It's the truth. And for someone that has been like a leader, or if you're a team builder, the greatest thing you could do for your team is to point them in a direction to get better training than you can provide in something that's generic. The whole generic marketing to build your brand, no matter what it is that you want to do. So I just wanted to jump on here. Next one I'm going to do is a Zoom. Check your email. If you haven't done yet, go to systemdrivenblueprint.com, or if someone invited you here, make sure you get their link and go to their link. All right, drop your email in, watch the series of videos when you want. And this is how people like to consume content, right? This is how I like to do it. Like, I like watching content on my own time. We all do. This is why we binge watch Netflix, right? You ever do that? You want to see if you want to watch something. You don't know if you want to watch it yet. We watch trailers. Sometimes we'll spend the whole night watching trailers and say, what should we watch tonight? I don't know what I should watch. What do you want to watch, right? And so you might watch the first episode, second episode, before you know what you're binge watching. When you have people that are binge watching the video series that's inside after you opt into Digital Blueprint, systemdrivenblueprint.com, when you have people that opt in and start watching those videos and binge watch, those are the people that are getting started. So, the whole numbers and the conversions with this business, the dogs are excited about it. Is someone coming in? Yeah. Hey, pal, how's it going? Come on in. Yeah. You guys see how pretty my wife is, too. It's ridiculous. Nice dress. Yeah. And I had the high school graduate here. One of my sons is graduating high school. One of my sons. I got a lot of sons. So, good, guys. So anyway, go to systemdrivenblueprint.com. I'm excited about this because it's like it's a really fun. I didn't even mention how much fun this thing is, right? So we'll assist you. If you need any help, you let me know, okay? And so, like Lee says, wow, he's very interested. Look, my question is, do you want leads for your business? Do you want to have more exposure for your business? Do you want more customers for your business? Well, who's teaching you how to do the marketing, right? So you sister, right? You sister, right? Michelle, I'm very happy for you. Very, very, yeah, it is so much fun, right? I'm very excited that you made the $8,000. I really am. Eddie Russo, Big Ed Russo, 2 million in Dallas alone. I mean, the amount of people, you get 100 customers here, you're gonna make like $100,000, and people are doing it already. So I want to thank everyone for coming on. I really appreciate it. I'm a little bit all over the place because let me show the folks from TikTok what's going on here. All right. So the folks from TikTok, just so you can see, I have this screen up. That's me there. And there's another one over here, right? And so I'll say to the folks on TikTok, like I'm going to say to the folks here, if you're on YouTube, go to the YouTube channel. It's up at the top of my my profile, and I'm putting long form video up there as well. So you can catch this replay there. But I have a lot of other videos that I've done there that is more systematic than this rant that I went on tonight, right? So if you need anything, you let me know. You can reach out to me. If you're on Facebook, you hit me up you can inbox me or just reach out to me, all right? Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you at the top. Let's go do it.